Hey everyone, welcome to Fatherless Behavior with Foreign Sunsets. My name is Bash.
I'm Walter, your wacky wad.
And I'm Jay.
Thank you so much for having us today. It's a lovely Tuesday. So much fucking blue sky energy today. It is fucking beautiful out in Chicago. I'm wearing fucking shorts right now. It's great.
Is it slut weather?
It is slut weather.
I'm wearing the newest sweater designed by Garden Club, and it's pretty cool. It's in partnership with Semicolon. What's the brand called, the new one?
So it's the partnership with Semicolon for their pop-up that is called Narrative. We can talk a little bit more about that down the line. So stay tuned for that. Ooh.
Fit check. What's up?
Fit check. Who am I wearing today? I am currently wearing a discontinued Drop Dead t-shirt. I believe it's from 2013.
Crazy.
Just say you're poor. Just say you're poor and that you keep shirts forever.
You want to hear about poor?
I bought this in 2016.
I made my own shirt. It's already fading. This was my failed test for making these vinyl prints. I got the fit going. I look like cholo look. I need me some rings in the grill. Definitely grill.
Grill.
So there's this French, I think he's French-Japanese artist in New York, and he makes all these crazy designer grills. But like they're not like Paul Wall grills.
Yeah.
They're like weird dystopian, like fuck up your mouth, look like a crazy like Mad Max dude grills.
Full silver mouth.
I'm kind of into that.
Yeah, I kind of fuck with them. They're pretty rad.
Like it looks like you just got spray painted in the mouth.
For real.
If I'm not gonna, I'm gonna go for a long shot on the name, but I think his name is Hero LaMarche. Check it out on Instagram. All right, so Burlington show. Thank you so much for everybody that showed out. It was a really cool night. Fucking Binks coming out of a really hard start of the year, crushing it. Like so much energy, man.
I believe it was their first show in Chicago in years.
Yeah, first show in Chicago, third show of the year. So that was pretty cool.
Good third show.
They fucking killed it. Like Austin was telling me, like, God, I didn't even know what was happening up there. Like my legs started shaking a little bit, but he ran through it. He fucking crushed it.
Yeah, it was actually pretty cool to watch because like I hadn't seen them since I want to say last I saw them was at Side Street Studios in Elgin, and it had been a minute, but man, they have not lost a little bit of energy at all. And I like the three-piece sound. I
shot that show.
Yeah, the one in Side Streets.
Yeah, the one upstairs in Side Streets.
Snap.
I think I was there for. I'll post some photos of it. I know I have it somewhere.
Nice.
I don't even remember what house show I saw them at last.
CT House.
Maybe that's what I'm trying to think, or was it Apple Hole?
Oh my God, the app. Fuck, that's a name I haven't heard in a minute.
Because I remember I went out to the South Side to go see them. I was like, fuck.
We also held a pop-up shop for our friend, longtime friend, fellow musician, Stab Casket, for their new clothing line that they're putting out. Clothing line, merchandise line they have. Tats for babes and brats.
Am I a babe or brat? Find out on this episode today.
It's pretty cool. They mix a lot of art style from like the late 90s, early 2000s.
We already talked about this in the last episode.
No, just reiterating the point because it's really cool.
It's called a callback.
If you've ever wanted gangster SpongeBob or like fucking murderous Homer on a t-shirt.
I love that image of like gangster SpongeBob and it's like charge it to the game.
Dude, the funniest one is where it's like I've seen Bugs Bunny as Scarface in front of the mountain of cocaine. And I've also seen Scarface as the Godfather.
Yeah, I've seen a lot
holding
too.
his hand out and like different characters like kissing the ring.
Jesus Christ.
And yeah, I mean, you always see them at malls and shit. It's wild stuff.
I'm just going to the flea markets and seeing them.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys ever see Gangster Bert and Ernie?
Yes.
All the time.
That's a weird fucking look.
Who said gays couldn't be gangster?
Right? Like
that's inclusive.
I love my inclusive fools.
Alright, hear me out. So if gangsters started learning MMA, right?
Yeah.
They already wear baggy shorts. What do you think the odds of them opting for the skirt or the kilt for extra range of motion now that they got high kicks added to the arsenal is? Go.
Bro, okay, so that's kind of like what I had for last weekend, where I had that super long pleated skirt.
Well, that's what gave me the idea.
Yeah, the mobility on that, I'm just like, whoa. I'm into it.
What was the point of the Spartan battle skirt, right?
I think so.
Right, there's the mobility and...
So what do you think would be easier to do? To get cholos to opt for just changing the long shorts into a full-on skirt? Or do we get them to adopt bike shorts?
No. We ease them in. Instead of doing the skirts, we do like the kendo skirt pants.
Oh, the big...
I feel like those would actually
so
live
you can
in
do
more...
the super crease all the way
I don't know, man.
down.
Dude, fucking the starch and iron that shit.
If I know the homies, which I'm not claiming I do, but I know
a
some
couple
homies,
fools.
they all enjoy a bike ride. You cannot very comfortably bike in kendo pants.
Have you tried?
Yeah. So here's the thing.
problem before.
I have.
I am a big fan of the long shorts, aka the short pants, and I rock them pretty often. However, they do get cumbersome sometimes. Like they can actually impede mobility. That's actually one of the things that gave me the thought. Long shorts can actually be more of a hindrance. You know what I mean?
It all depends on the inseam, I think, is really the question.
Yeah, where does it
Like a high stretchy inseam would probably be better than the low inseam that the short pants have.
You're also thinking foof. You know what I mean?
Right, it would
Like,
give it like almost near
Like
your knees.
general floppiness of the like the pants would be bad.
Yeah, near the knees is so much space.
I think we're calling this episode Fashion Week, fellas.
Fashion Week.
Oh.
Dude, I'm gonna bring those into like fashion here.
You should.
This summer is gonna see me in a lot of long shorts.
I'm gonna let you borrow my shirt dress that I have, because it's basically one of the long shirts that cholos have.
You know what's funny is like the distance between a long gangster shirt and like a onesie is not very different. You just have to like cinch up the middle. You know what I mean?
What if you just walk around like that in your full kigurumi? Just...
Wait,
Oh yeah.
chicks wear those shirts now that are onesies so that they just stay fitted and tucked in.
Yeah, and they put shorts over it.
Yeah, but then I'm like, are you wearing a bathing suit permanently?
Essentially.
From what I've heard from my friends who do rock them occasionally,
Yeah.
it is a nightmare to go to the bathroom when you wear that.
Well, yeah, because then it becomes a riddle. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh no, all these buttons
This,
snaps.
this way, that way.
Throw me
and
this,
then
Batman. How do I pee?
It's like asking the furries, how do you go to the bathroom in there?
Oh man, what do you take off first? You know what I mean? Like, do you take off the head? Do you take off the hands? Do you take off the furry feet? Like,
Nothing.
I would hope there's some sort of secret lever that you can like slip your arm out of your sleeve like this.
Oh, you just dropped it. Don't do it.
Like, hold up.
This is mostly an audio podcast.
So
Technical
like,
difficulties.
you could definitely like slip your arm in, yank a cord, and then like the booty butt flap for like the baby onesies. You know what? Like a trap door hatch for shitting.
Unfortunately,
Is that not how it works?
Unfortunately, because I've met some, I know some of the answers.
Do they wear catheters like space people?
Big one. That's a big one. Catheters are a big one. And then
You trip on the sidewalk. Your pee
Some
pouch
people are just good at
rips.
controlling it too.
Like, wait, hold on.
you
Like,
cry. You add fluids. You cry.
You step on your tail. You go knee first into the coffee table.
Ah.
People think you're crying because you hit your funny bone. In reality, you popped your piss bag in your furry suit.
That's so gross. Did you know that? I mean, it might be common knowledge for a lot of people that are chronically online, but the military has a cooling vest that soldiers wear when they're in the Middle East that was designed by a furry and patented by a furry.
Oh, yeah.
Because those suits get hot, and they were like, I'm going to solve this problem, and the U.S. said, We could use that.
Because there's tactical furries.
Don't say furries never contributed anything to society.
Well, no, hold on. I think.
No, you defended them.
Well, no,
That
I'm
came
saying.
from your mouth.
I'm saying.
Did they not?
Well, here's the thing. That's not what I would say specifically. What I would say is that art and typically everything in general is controlled by the people with the most money. In this current modern day and age, it's suspiciously wealthy furries.
Suspiciously wealthy. Yo,
Why
do
do
you think
they
that-
always have a lot of money?
do you think the FTX
IT.
guy was a furry? Also, I know there's furries. Is there scalies for snake people?
Yes, I knew somebody in college that was a scaly. I will talk about college
Is
later
there
on.
finnies for fish people?
Back at Burlington, St. Romanov was pretty cool.
So St. Romanov actually went super heavy. It was actually kind of wild because they asked them to like postpone because we wrapped up and then they're like, no, wait longer. It's like we're already ready to go and they're like, no.
There's time for you to wait. I was like, wow, so they're just all
Yeah.
just sitting up there.
To be fair, we didn't run our longest set either. We probably could have held out a little longer. Hey, but props to them and their professionalism, man. They really fucking went to fill the time. They're like, no, we're going to start playing, and if you don't want to hear us play our songs yet, we'll just fill the time with us doing noise. And they went on like a jam session, some improv shit. Dude started yelling wild stuff. It was pretty cool.
It's crazy. They marched to almost every song for every other band, though, which is great.
What I
They were going
did
hard on the
notice
pit,
though
so hard.
was a lot of the people that went to that show, I don't think they talked to any of the bands. So I think that it was a pretty natural crowd that showed up because I didn't know anybody that was in the crowd. Banks didn't know anybody that was in the crowd, and Sam Romanov didn't really know anybody besides the friends that we brought. But even then, the room filled up pretty well. So I'm just like,
Well-
who are you people?
Oh, we did see a few faces that we knew come into the crowd and visit us at our show, actually.
Oh, yeah, we had Justin from Mayor's Kids come through.
And then we had Joe from Ugly Lovers show, too.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Ugly Lovers, man.
Saw you.
They've been actually hanging out with us quite a bit. We just went to the Holiday Club, right?
Mm-hmm.
And drank a couple beers. Thanks for buying a round, Joe. Top fucking, top move right there.
Yeah.
But, so I actually think it came from a good amount of engagement on Facebook, actually. So we made a cool little flyer. Well, yeah, we made it, but not really. So we stole the artwork from this super cool manga. Check them out so that, it gets back to them. Chainsaw Man, right?
Chainsaw Man by
Yeah.
Tatsuki Fujimoto.
One of Bash's favorite mangas right now. And animes, right? You really like the anime?
I'm crying right now in the manga. The news chapter came out today. Trauma. It was really good.
The whole anime is supposed to be trauma, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
But people thought it was a really nifty flyer, and they engaged well with it. So we thought it was pretty cool. Like, we made it really engaging. Thank you for everybody that shared it and
Liked it on Instagram and all that stuff. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
A
we had a
lot.
pretty good turnout.
There's so much outreach from the Instagram posts that we kept making in Chicago SoCal on Instagram as well. Again, there's so many people doing God's work, just sharing all these shows that are happening every single day in Chicago. And I feel like they're just not getting enough credit for it. So again, thank you for doing that shit. Like, it means a lot to us. The start of April has been a pretty jam-packed month. We're trying to take care of a lot of business before Jay goes off on vacation.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to Vietnam, and that's why I'm traveling.
I went to book club 2 times within 4 days, I believe. I went to go see Nora Marks at book club April 2nd. They were fucking amazing. There's a photo of me moshing and like running in, and I'm doing the is he, and it was involuntary. I don't know what it was. When you're moshing, you don't really care what's going on.
Oh, for sure.
You're just like, I'm gonna slap or punch whoever.
Pit Warriors.
Pit Warriors. But it was a lot of fun. I was only able to catch an Marx's set, but saw a lot of familiar faces there. It was pretty fun. And after that, Jay and I went to go see Daylong Sai, Almost There But Not Really, and
Sleeping Villains.
Sleeping Villains at the book club. 2 days later, yeah.
So if you guys don't follow them, make sure to check them out so that you can actually, attend some of these shows because it's kind of a discreet location. You know what I mean? Speakeasy bullshit. But go ahead and follow them at Book Club Shy, all one word. So CHI.
You'll see the cute little bunny.
Yeah, they host a lot of shows. We've played 3 shows to date there this calendar year so far, and we're really stoked to work with them. They have a great crew of people. Shout out to Cam. I just saw the Kardashians share your shit.
That was wild.
And Travis Barker, man. That's crazy. Travis Barker shares your shit. You made it. You made it, Cam. Shout out to Jesse. Always a great person to see at the show. It was pretty cool. I was really excited to meet Almost There But Not Really. Man, they put on a really cool ambient show. Like they have these really cool spacey effects. I really fucking like the way that they use, like, I don't know how else to describe it other than like soundscapes. Is they were really like honing in on how wide and just engulfing they were making the sound. Like their riffs were cool as shit. They had really cool arrangements and everything. I was a really big fan. I believe his name is Scott. He had this really cool, like, echoey speakerphone, kind of like megaphone-y, like, voice. If you ever played Dishonored, the propaganda machine voice in all the Dishonored games, that's what it really sounded like to me, and it was really fucking cool. I love that effect. I think it's a really cool mood builder, you know?
That's really weird.
I love that game.
It's a weird comparison, yeah. But
Still haven't beat it. Is that
Actually,
is that what's
after you guys went to
yeah.
the book club, the following day, I went to go see Totally Cashed at Sleeping Village. Holy cow, that was a crazy show, actually.
Yeah?
It was a great opener. It was pretty funny. They had the little looper pedal that you have, but they just started playing.
The Electro Harmonix 720. Great looper.
Specifically.
Fucking love that venue.
Oh, so funny
Cool venue.
story.
The mural on the outside.
It was a fun intro because he started playing fucking Owl City. It's our intro. I'm just
Fireflies?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It just starts off the pedal. I was just like, what?
I one day hope to make a song as great as Fireflies.
I got everyone to start singing it. I was like, God damn it, why do we all know this song? This was such a hit of our generation. I dislike that.
Yo, if you play Fireflies and then immediately play Mr. Brightside, they're going to have to call the cops with how rowdy that building gets.
That's how you set the mood. But they really set the mood for their music. Because they cut right at the end of it, right as the beat drops again, right into their set. And I was like, that's so silly. You DJ'd right into your own set. Funny shit, though. Immediately as they turned around to grab their beer, hit right into their amp, hit the headstock off the guitar.
It broke the headstock off?
Yeah, just broke it off. It was like, fuck. Gets another guitar.
Jamie, do we have video of that?
I don't. I just did. And I was like, fuck, that's the one time I'm like still setting up my camera. I was like, fuck, see that happen. Grabs another guitar, plugs it in, plays through the first 2 songs. Between the second song, it just stops registering any sound. Has to go borrow another band's guitar.
Dude,
Wait, so you went through 3 guitars in one set.
Yeah, and even that one was still sounding a little weird.
This past week has
I was
been
like, goddamn, a whole set of bad luck. But they made it through, and it was a great show.
This last week has just been detrimental for people's gear because the guitarist of Nora Marks slammed his guitar on the ground, I believe 2 songs before the end, and it just stopped registering sound. Daylong's amp started smoking.
Oh, crap.
At book club, and then I believe nobody had a bass amp for the upcoming show that we're going to talk about, so they had to use the touring band's stack bass amp for the whole set.
Could never be me. If you ever see me smash my guitar on set anywhere, know I'm going through it like never before, because never in my right mind could I ever smash my fucking guitar. I am, how you say, poor. So I have one guitar.
What you have is what you got.
Yeah, it's like I have one guitar, my friend.
It's one of my worries myself. I only have the one bass, and I have a Franken bass that is not yet been Frankened enough.
Yes, like it's
So
not
even
non-operable. Really, it's just like the Stein part. You know what I mean? It's like,
it's not even the I have the table bass. I put the table out. I don't even have the monster yet.
you're still out here with a kite, like
Yeah, I'm still trying to find. I'm
It's
setting
like,
up
where's
this.
lightning? It's like, I don't know.
How do I hurt myself with this?
Anything else about Sleepy?
They got expensive drinks.
Unless you go to Dollar Beer Night. I played Dollar Beer Night with background character, and for band bill, we went through that 30 racks super quick. I had $10 on me.
This is a PSA. If you see a Foreign Sunset show, it is always Dollar Beer Night. Come and ask one of us.
Oh, also, always ask us for ear protection. We're concerned about your ear safety.
Definitely. We've been sharing links to ear protection stuff, especially thanks to Gavin from fucking Nico Blue.
Yeah.
He's the one that started the trend for us. But definitely, if you see us anywhere at any time and you do not have earplugs, ask us for them.
We care a lot about quality, as you can see in this bitch. So we care about the quality and care of your eardrums.
Yeah, we want to make sure you hear our music as clear as day, but also...
And our friends' music.
Building a playlist of all our friends.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to build a playlist of all the favorite songs from every single band we play with, and we're going to try to do that retroactively, so it's going to encompass most of our career, and not just include bands that I wish I could play with. All our homies got to line up a show at Beat Kitchen thanks to Hummingbird. It was pretty sick. It was a 6-band bill on April 8th. We had Binks opening up the show, Daylong Saigon up next. Shuby was after that. Then we had Nothing Club. Then we had Feels Like Karma. And then Superkick obviously closed out the night and fucking ripped. Like, all the bands killed. I mean, you will be hard pressed to find a guitarist as energetic as Gmo from Feels Like Karma.
You know what's hilarious? So Superkick was hit with a cease and desist for their merch because they made Pizza Hut mock shirts.
I have the red one.
I have the OG first print Superkick shirt pre-cease and desist. And Bell has...
Is it the red one or the black one?
Black font.
With red letters, or with red hat, right?
With red hat.
I got the same one. What's up?
Hell yeah. And
I don't have
Bell
one.
from Shotgun Funeral, they had to buy one post cease and desist. And as soon as I told them that, they were so pissed. I was like, yeah, what's up?
Hit us up for bootleg Superkick merch.
It's been through the wash too many times. It's not great quality anymore, but...
I did not receive a cease and desist. If Superkick wants to come after me, I will give them half the money.
The Beat Kitchen show
I will
was
start DJing.
so much fun. It was
fun
like 5 hours long. Didn't even feel that long. And it was a great time. Great friends.
It was great hanging with everybody.
It was so funny because I was telling Walter, I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna mosh today. I'm like, I didn't stretch. I'm not like drunk enough. And then like, I think it was 2 songs in to Daylong's set. They jumped off the stage and ran right into me. And I just grabbed them in a fucking bro lock and started Beyblading around. And I'm just like, I'm a tornado. Yeah, I lost control of the situation real quick.
We gotta show our Pit Warriors picture here.
Yeah. I wasn't in the pit. Ash and I were working photos pretty much most of that night. But for Superkick, I just put all my stuff in my bag, found Ryan. I'm just like, hold this. Just went straight into the fucking pit.
Well, it was great because we strapped up Walter with the fucking GoPro chest cam.
Oh, yeah.
I was in that so many times.
But it was super fucking fun. Like, it was a really good show. Honestly, Binks is a fucking amazing opener because like
Powerhouse.
The energy they bring from song 1, it's like, all right, so that's the tone for the evening. Okay, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna kick someone's teeth in.
it's electrifying. It's literally
Honestly,
supercharging.
I'm glad they set the bar high enough that it really set. Everybody pulled out all their stops to make sure they kept that energy going.
Yeah.
Every band threw everything they had. People were running into the crowd. People were crowd surfing. Shit was getting thrown around.
Somebody spilled my beer. But
Oh man, I dropped my beer in the pit and landed straight perfectly.
Just like,
yeah, wait, oh, no damage. I was like, yeah, I can grab it. Someone fucking kicks it away.
Oh, that's brutal.
And everyone thought I got kicked. I was like, no, my beer.
Equalizer.
I'm more upset about my beer instead of being in the pit being punched and kicked.
The one thing I learned for sure about just shows in general is I need to get a fucking wireless rig. Also, I'm getting the Britney Spears microphone. I know it's not the most
headset
punk thing to do, but god damn it, do I want to fucking hit me baby one more time, just like, you know, with a guitar. It's like pop, 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 and be away from the mic and still be like, y'all saw me do it. Like
So, like how I mentioned earlier,
Wait, story time. We gotta do the intro. Ready? Alright.
So, like I had mentioned earlier, how I had a friend in college that was a scaly. You might have seen our post on Instagram, but
Thank you.
I keep that motherfucking thing on me. And by thing, I mean the 2004 release Platinum Hits edition of Fusion Frenzy for the original Xbox. Now, I believe it was 6 years ago in college, there was an area of the campus where my friends and I would just bring our TVs, bring our consoles and shit. And one day, I brought my original Xbox to play Halo and Fusion Frenzy.
Which, that's a great way to lose friends. It's like, hey, would y'all like to play me in very annoying challenge arcade games that'll make you question our friendship?
That wasn't the worst of it. We played Mario Party 6.
I was like, I've lost family members to Monopoly already. I don't think it's not for the faint of heart, of course.
Yeah, but I've had this backpack since college, and that copy of Fusion Frenzy has never left that bag, to my knowledge, because I've also had several backpacks that I keep buying. But to this day, that game stays in that bag. It's kind of just a joke now. Like, it just has to be there. And so it's one of my long-time running gags, and I'm very proud of it. So if you ever see me in this tan bag covered in enamel pins, just know I have that fucking thing on me.
Also, if you would like for us to host a Fusion Frenzy tournament at our next book club show, make sure to DM us so we know you got this far in the podcast. But also, you will be the first to enter the tournament, so you'll get first dibs.
That'd be dope. All right. So to wrap up our first week of our first week of April, I decided to do a little bit of work for Owlcat Studios, where we are currently residing.
What's up? Hit us up for production work.
The same guy that designed this flyer is our brother. And he is also running a new brand.
Graphic design brand
Called Garden Club. And he had asked me to help out with some merch promo photos for a design that he made for Chicago bookstore semicolon. But they had a pop-up downtown called Narrative, and they designed merch for it. And there was a couple issues with getting the merchandise, but they have it now.
It's also so soft, so warm.
It is so soft. I think they're only selling T-shirts, not the crew necks. I'm not sure.
No, they have a whole collection.
Hit up Owlcat Studios for content.
Find it on Owlcat Studios. We'll see the link.
Yeah, so narrative.
We're gonna get Susan to desist.
Oh god, yeah. So their pop-up location Narrative is no longer open right now. It ran its course from February to April. But if you still want to be a part of their story, if you still want to be a part of their narrative, you cheeky bastard, you should definitely check out their website, or I believe they might sell them in store. Go check out Semicolon, support local business. It's fantastic what they're doing for the community, and just they're good people in general. Like I've had a lot of laughs just with their general staff, as well as Danny. Like, She's fantastic.
If you have any graphic design needs and you like what you see, make sure to hit up Garden Club for any design needs whatsoever. If you're looking for a cool place to visit, be on the lookout for all our content coming from Vietnam pretty soon. I'm going to be checking out a lot of music stuff in Vietnam. I'm very excited. They have a huge punk scene coming up, and it's a couple years strong, but man, is it really picking up steam right now. I'm super excited to be in Vietnam for a while. You'll definitely hear about it on my next episode of Fatherless Behavior. We've been your hosts, Foreign Sunsets. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
The tap's not out. You're probably sober.
If your homie still has beer, it's communal beer.
It's not gay if it's your homie.
Now that's fatherless behavior.